Hi, in the previous episodes, I spoke about the 5 common mistakes which are committed by the freshers while preparing for the job interview. And I also gave my solutions and suggestions what one should do in order to overcome those problems and how they could do well during the interview. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk about some of the do's and don'ts when you attend an interview. It could be an in-campus interview or it could be a video conference interview. Hi, my name is Tapish and my channel name is EduQuester. So let's get started and understand the do's and don'ts. So let's say if it is an in-campus interview, the recruiter called you, hey, you know what, would you actually come down for an interview for so-and-so role? So once you get those call and you are scheduled for an interview, on the interview day, what you should do? Some of the do's and don'ts, what you should absolutely follow and what something you should not follow. So the first thing, you have to wear a formal shirt, a formal trouser and a formal shoe. Do not wear an ankle length pant. If you are wearing an ankle length trouser, then ensure that your socks are not visible. If at all your socks are visible, then you would look like a rowdy or a chapri, in other words. Okay. So ensure that your socks are not visible, your shoe is polished, and you are wearing a decent formal shirt and a decent formal trouser. The next thing, reach the venue at least 30 minutes to 1 hour before the schedule. The reason you have to reach early, there can be multiple problems while reaching the interview venue. It could be transportation. The next thing is once you reach the venue, you have to go through the security checks, and even the campus. For some of the freshers, the campus itself can be very overwhelming to figure it out. Where the interview is going to happen, and the magnitude of the campus itself could be very overwhelming. And it can be very overwhelming for an experienced candidate also. Once you're done with the security checks and you are sitting outside the cabin where the interview is going to happen, ensure that you're not just glued to the seat. Maybe walk around. That will make you feel more relaxed and help you to calm down your nerves. And once you are there, also ensure that you are not listening to some of the gossips which could be going around among the candidates. There could be someone, or there could be few guys who may have attended the interview in this particular organization, and they may have had a bad experience because of multiple reasons you do not know, and they could be bad mouthing. If at all you listen to them, that could be demotivating for you and could hurt your chance of doing well during the interview. So just stick to your plan, stick to your preparations. And once you are inside the cabin, immediately do not squeeze the hand of the interviewer. That's going to be a very uncomfortable situation. And when you take the seat, don't slouch. Don't slouch or don't just keep moving around. That would mean that you are very indisciplined or you're very nervous or you're very casual. Just sit straight and you can get started with the interview. But preparation is very, very important. So these are some of the do's and don'ts, what you should follow when you are attending the interview in the campus. That means walk-in interview. What will you do if it is a video conference interview? So let's say the recruiter called you and told you, hey, we are going to do a video conference interview. So the first thing you have to keep it in mind that you are scheduling the interview. You are not taking the interview then and there because you are not prepared. You could be outside the home or you could be attending something else. So always give yourself 48 hours time before you attend the interview. And I'm very sure the recruiter will give you the time. So if you give yourself 48 hours, then you can actually dig in about the company, understand what exactly they do, right? You can prepare yourself, what you are going to talk during the interview. And once your interview is scheduled, on the day of the interview, figure it out whether the connection at your home is good for video conference. At times what happens for call, it is okay, but then the moment you get into a video conference, the bandwidth drops. So when the bandwidth drops, there could be a lot of disturbance during the interview. Maybe the interviewer would not be able to hear you, or you may not be able to hear the interviewer. So ensure that your connection is good and you are in a quiet room. Maybe tell your family members to be quiet. This is the interview time, so that you don't have any other disturbance. The next thing, once the interview is scheduled, for example, the interview is scheduled, let's say at 1 p.m. In the afternoon. So if it is 1 p.m. in the afternoon, ensure that you are checking the link at least 20 minutes or half an hour before the interview. Log into the link and see whether everything is fine, there are no problem. And if there are a problem, then you can obviously call the recruiter and tell them, hey, there is a problem in the link. They may send you a fresh link. And once you join the call, check with the interviewer whether he or she can hear you, and you can also hear the interviewer, because the connection problem can be from the interviewer's end also. So it's not necessary that it is always on your end. And once the interview is scheduled, do not cancel the interview. If you cancel the interview, that is going to hurt your chance of getting selected in future. If you cancel, then call the recruiter in advance, at least half an hour to 1 hour before the actual schedule, and tell them, hey, you cannot attend the interview because of multiple reasons, and there could be a priority, there could be an emergency. You have to attend that particular, or you have to address the particular situation. And as a result, you may not be able to attend the interview. Hence, rescheduling would make sense. So if you do that, then the interviewer would also get an advance notice that, okay, the interview is cancelled, and he may not feel frustrated because the interview was cancelled. So these are some of the do's and don'ts of what you should follow on the interview day, if it is an in-campus interview or if it is a video conference interview. This is a huge topic. One video cannot be enough. If you want to discuss more about this topic, you can leave your comments in the comment section, and I will figure it out how we can have a discussion on this particular topic. And if you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel, support me to grow this channel, share this video link with your friends and family. This is absolutely free. There are people charging enormous amount of money for this kind of session, but I'm not going to charge anything. Just follow me and support me. So that is it for this episode today, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.